day 2 of my 31-day challenge. And I've read over the questions. I'm going to do them in order. I was kind of skimming to the bottom of them to see the ones that that I could answer, and there's not too many that I can answer without having to think. And that's what this whole scenario is about, is forcing me to actually look at my life and think about the answers that I'm putting out there. So the second day, which is today, the question is, what do you wish you were better at? Where do you want me to start? Where do you want me to start? Okay, so I was thinking about this and I was thinking, well, right now, I would love to be better at videotaping, doing my videos. I would like to, you see other channels where they're doing their videos and they focus in on like I don't know, a flower, and the bees go into the flower and things like that, right? So yeah, I'd like to learn how to do that, but it's hard to do when the only camera you have is attached to your computer. So the one that I have, the phone that I have, it's just a cheap old phone. I pay I think I pay $25 a month to keep the phone. I mean, it's a really good deal. So yeah, so I'm not getting rid of my phone. But I'd like to get one of those cameras that you can videotape with and learn that skill. I'm not good at it. I've never been good at it. I'd like to learn. It's, I mean, maybe there's a course that I can take, I don't know, online or whatever, but that is something I'd like to do. I'd like to get better at. So I think that's about the top of my list, is that my creativity, I would like to expand on it, right? And so that's what I'm doing with the sketching and the jewelry making and all that. But with my videos, I mean, I think that I have something important to say. I mean, there's a lot of people my age right now. So I'm one of the baby boomers. So yeah, I got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Before my time's up on this earth, there's a lot I'd like to say, right? If the government lets us say it. No, let's just take that out of there. Anyhow, so yeah, I'd like to focus on my camera skills, my editing skills, my videography. I'd love to focus on that. Um, Something else I'd like to get better at is my physical fitness. So I'd like to get better at the exercises I do, the yoga I do. I mean, meditation, I can pretty well get into that pretty good, but manifestation, those type of things, having not a technical skill, but having, it's more of a mental spiritual skill, right? So expanding my talent in those areas. Technically, I don't really care. I don't really care, right? I'm past the point of no return technically. So, if there's something new coming with learning how to use computers or things like that, sure, of course, I'd like to get better at, but it's not a mainstay. It's not at the top of my list as something that I'm really concerned about. But mentally, spiritually, creatively, physically, I am. So anything to deal with those areas, sure, I'd love to expand my knowledge on it. And I do. I do. I read a lot of books. I do a lot of creative arts. I keep my fingers nimble because I am in my 60s, so I do a lot of finger knitting. I do a lot of, I make dream catchers, I make wall hangings, things like that. So I keep my fingers nimble. So that's kind of like keeping with that physical aspect and that mental and that spiritual aspect. Okay, so I think the only thing I'm really wishing that I could focus on right now is perhaps my video, my video skills, videography. And oh yeah, there's one big one. I want to write a children's book. I've always wanted to. I have a lot of creative ideas. I've written a few things in my lifetime and they got kind of slid to the side and put in the family box. And so hopefully the kids haven't thrown it out, but I do have a journal of sorts where I did write ideas for stories and little synopsis of stories that I wrote. I do have it in my family box. I have one particular box that is dedicated to memories from my children, little excerpts, little notes that they sent me, things like that. So I'd like to incorporate all those things into some type of book that I can leave to my kids. You know, like you do those books, those coffee table books, right? I'd love to do that for my children before I pass, to get all those memories together into a book and have it published. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be published and go on the bestseller list. It just publish it so that the kids have it when I've crossed over to the Great Divide. Hopefully, I'm going up there and not down there. Right? So, anyway, those are just things I'd like to accomplish on my time here on this great planet of ours. And I think, as for my videography skills, I really truly need to get one of those cameras that you can hold on. What do you call it? The stick, the selfie stick or whatever it's called, because I go for a lot of walks. I do a lot of walking and I walk a lot in nature. And so to be able to video those escapades or those excursions would be great, would be wonderful. And that's what I'd like to focus on. I'd like to focus on, instead of you just looking here and listening to what I have to say and looking at what I look like that day, whether I'm having a bad hair day or not, I would like to show you more. I have a few videos that I have made from my walk when I go in the fall. And there's one particular place I walk where it's absolutely phenomenal, beautiful colors, just like so amazing. And I did a video and I posted it. Well, I'll tell you, my video skills are crap because I was shaking. The leaves look like they're just going like this on the trees, right? It's a beautiful area, but I think I messed it up when I was doing the videotaping because I used my phone. I have the worst phone, I'm telling you, the worst phone. I got the greatest plan, but the worst phone. So I don't have a lot of memory. So when the memory gets filled, I can't videotape anymore, right? So there's little excerpts here and there where I was able to videotape, and so I put them all together. So yeah, those type of things. But yeah, I'm going to have to get, if I'm going to focus on that, I'm going to have to get a new camera or a phone with a better camera on it. So anyway, that's the second question. This is the second day, and kind of makes you think, right? It makes you use your brain, and so that's what I'm focused on. So today I'm going to finish my one coffee for the day. I'm going to finish my coffee, and I have some family coming to visit today, and so I'm looking forward to that. And so I wish you well. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on day 3 of my 31-day challenge. See you next time. The good Lord be willing.